Hello everyone, this is Mario, welcome back to my channel and welcome to episode 7 of my Evian Castelli career on Pro Cycling Manager. So after the previous episode in which we played the national championships and in which I showed you the transfers that are going to join the team for 2024, today we are going to go back to regular racing and sponsor objectives, and we are going to go for two stage races, the Tour du Limousin and the Tour Poitou-Charentes. Before going for those, I'm just going to show you the result we got in La Pole-Normande. Alexis Brunel got another win for the team, another one for his tally in the season. He beat Clément Venturini and Noah Isidore, who is going to join us for 2024. He beat them in the final sprint in a hilly race. It was not very hard, but I easily managed to control the tempo at the end with a high pace set by my riders. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the Tour du Limousin. In this one, we are going to have 3 stages considered as hilly stages and one that is considered as a flat one. The funny thing is that the flat stage is the one with the most vertical meters. So yeah, I'm not really sure what PCM is on about. For the Tour du Limousin, we are expected to win a stage, and for that, we are going to take Alexis Brunel, Rémi Capron, Maxime Chevalier, Alexis Goujard, Simone Ravanelli, Oliviero Troia, and Luca Wackerman. We are facing a set of very strong opponents in this one, but with a punchy finish at the end, Luca Wackerman can certainly challenge for the win. Or maybe Wackerman is not going to be able to challenge. He is on a -3 race day condition. Thank you for spoiling the party, PCM. So today I decided to go in the breakaway with Alexis Goujard. Probably not going to work, but I mean, I'm giving it a go. He's on a +4, and I'll try to collect the mountain points. I'm together with Fitzwater from Global 6 Cycling and Hamel from EcoFlow Chronos. I don't know their first names. Don't be hard on me. Don't be harsh on me for that. So we are now going for the first intermediate sprint, and let's sprint from the front. I think I should be able to take this without a lot of problems, and yes, we do. And so we are now approaching the first KOM of the day. Let's hope I do a little bit better than usually in these mountain sprints. And yeah, the others don't really have anything on Alexis Goujard. He can easily take the points. Right, so I completely missed that we had an intermediate sprint, a second intermediate sprint, and I was last in that one. My bad. We are going for the next KOM. We are 2 kilometers away. Now at the front of the breakaway group, we are going to start going for the sprint now, but I mean, this is just too easy. Goujard can casually go over the climbs. And now approaching the final intermediate sprint, let's start sprinting. We were a little bit blocked there, but I think Alexis Goujard is going to take it. And with about 18 kilometers to go, Alexis Goujard is still at the front, but only a minute ahead of the peloton. I need to increase the pace now. My breakaway companions are not able to do anything at this moment, as the pace is increasing quite a lot. I'm not going to be able to win the stage with Alexis Goujard. It was a great effort, but he's not going to take the win. Okay, let's do a final attack here. As the peloton caught us, I'm going to attack to try to get away to then take the KOM points. Maybe I should have just stayed. We are going to eventually be caught. The climb is not too hard, so I think Goujard can potentially take the points, and I cannot forget that I'm still contending for the stage win. Ooh, the pace is really high. The pace is really high at the moment. Can Goujard still take those points? Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Can we be the first here? I think we were second. Yeah, we get 2 more points. Not too bad. 7 kilometers left. Let's prepare this quickly for Simone Ravanelli and Luca Wackerman. So I am pacing at 95 with Simone Ravanelli, now about to enter the final 3 kilometers. Luca Wackerman, I think, is going to be my man for this one. Maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe I should be focusing on Simone Ravanelli. He's almost done. I'm not sure we are going to be able to win with Wackerman. Let's go all out. Let's start sprinting. Yeah, Wackerman is not going to take it. The win is going to be for Axel Zingel. I kind of played this poorly at the end. I had to improvise a bit because we were very close to the finish line. Yeah, it was not a good result at the end, but Yeah, I mean, at least we are going to have the mountain jersey. And so Axel Zingel takes the win, and he actually had a gap of 5 seconds to everyone else. That's going to put him in a good position to try to win this race. I mean, he's actually very suited to the parkour of the Tour du Limousin. Now, the sponsor objective is to win a stage, but I will be very much focused as well on trying to win the mountain classification with Alexis Goujard. Now, heading for stage 2, this one does not finish on a climb like the previous one. I'm not sure I'm going to take Alexis Goujard in the breakaway in this one. There are a lot of KOM points, yes, but they are very close to the finish, and potentially I would only get the points for the category 3 climb. So I don't think I'm going to lose the jersey anyway, and I may as well save some energy because there are going to be plenty of points in the following stage. So as I mentioned, I'm not taking Goujard in the breakaway, even though he has a very tempting +5, but I'm going to save the energy with him on this one. Wackerman is on a +2. The ending of the stage is actually quite hilly, so it might suit him very well. Let's try to focus on winning the stage with him. So with about 38 kilometers left in the stage, we have a group of 6 riders up the road, 2.5 minutes ahead. I'm trying to actively work to bring them back, and it would be nice to bring them back before the Côte de Nontron to try to get those points with Alexis Goujard. It's probably not going to be possible, but the rider up the road that got the most points today, I think, was Samuel Leroux. I think he got 6 points. So even if he takes those, well, if he takes those, he's going to be tied with Alexis Goujard. It's critical to keep the jersey on Alexis Goujard so that he can be at the front of the peloton for the next one, because otherwise my plan may backfire. So yeah, we are still about a minute behind them, and they are about to take those points. Can I still get there? With Goujard, I'm not going to get anything, I think. They are about a kilometer away. Come on, Goujard, let's go. Let's get some points. Can we do that? I don't think we can. Yeah, we are not going to take any points in this category to climb, or are we? Come on, come on. No, all the points were taken. Goujard is with the riders up the road, but he didn't get any points, and Samuel Leroux actually has 14 points. Oh, I miscalculated this. I lost the lead in the mountain classification. Okay, let's focus back on trying to win the stage. And so we are now on the final 4 kilometers with Maxime Chevalier leading out Simone Ravanelli and then Luca Wackerman. We are going to go downhill in just a second, so let's go all out with Maxime Chevalier already. And he can even start sprinting at this moment. Let's go with Simone Ravanelli with 2 kilometers to go still. And wait a little bit longer with Luca Wackerman. Let's launch him at this moment. Can he take the win? He's in a great position and he's going to take the win for Evian Castelli. Luca Wackerman beating Simone Ravanelli in second. Yes, Simone Ravanelli gets second ahead of Lilian Calmejean. And was there a time gap for Luca Wackerman? He most certainly had a gap, and it was a 9-second gap, which means that he is propelled to the lead of the GC of the Tour du Limousin 4 seconds ahead of Axel Zingel. And this gets even better because Simone Ravanelli is also on the podium, on the provisional podium, being in 3rd, and Maxime Chevalier is in the proper lead, being in 8th in the GC after 2 stages. Unfortunately, we lost the lead in the mountain classification after this one. Hopefully Goujard is going to be properly positioned at the start of stage 3, and he can get in the breakaway and retake the lead in the mountain classification. Please be at the front, Goujard. Please. Make it happen, PCM. So yeah, in the second half of the peloton is the best we got. Goujard was not at the front. I'm not sure we are going to be able to get in the breakaway. So yeah, I'm trying so hard to do this, but Goujard is not getting to the front. The peloton is not really chasing, but the riders in the breakaway are going so aggressively. They are not going to stop. I'm not going to get in the breakaway, and I'm not going to take any KOM points today. Okay, we made it. We made it to the breakaway. I'm not really sure how, but we made it. And we are now going downhill for the first mountain of the day, and I'm not really sure I can contend for this one because Goujard is completely done. So the breakaway has kind of stopped, and we are getting close to the final kilometer in this climb. It's not, well, it's actually a little bit steep. Let's try to follow here on the wheel of Linu. Let's try to get some points and let's sprint now. Is this going to, oh, Come on, what is this? We had a wall of cyclists ahead of us. We are now approaching the second category 2 climb of the day, and this is basically flat. Let's start sprinting already. Maybe we can take some points doing this. I'm not sure. We were first? Yeah, we got 6 points. Good. We won this one. I need to get to the front. We are now on the category 1 climb. There are 10 points available in this one. 1.5 kilometers left. We are steadily increasing the pace as we enter the final kilometer. Let's go at 99 before launching for the KOM sprint. And let's go now. Let's go all out. Was this too early? No, we get the points again. We have 28, 12 ahead of Nadav Reisberg. And now entering the final 11 kilometers, we no longer have any riders in the breakaway, so this is going to be decided in a sprint. I'll do my best to win it again with Wackerman, although his -2 is probably going to prevent that from happening today. Now in the final 5 kilometers, Alexis Brunel is pulling my small train. Let's go to Chevalier. He still has plenty of energy. It's slightly downhill and then it is a little bit uphill at the end. Final 2 kilometers. Let's start sprinting with Troya. We are not in a great position. Troya is sprinting. Let's go with Wackerman at this point and is not going to be able to get it. The win is going to be for Dion Smith, coming from nowhere. I mean, not really from nowhere, but he takes the win ahead of Jonathan Coinon and Georg Zimmermann. And so Dion Smith is on the podium of the Tour du Limousin for stage 3. He wins the stage. Luca Wackerman failed to be 8th and failed to be 1st, but he is going to continue on the lead of the GC. Let's try to keep it that way after stage 4. And after this one, we also retake the lead in the mountain classification. Alexis Goujard is now 12 points ahead. It's basically settled already. I think he may still need some points in the final stage, but it should be very much doable. Also, I haven't shown podiums in quite a bit of time, and I want you to notice the caps that the riders are using. They are again provided by the amazing World DB team. As you can see, we even get our very own special cap for Evian Castelli. And so Goujard is 12 points ahead in the mountain classification. There are 16 points available. He needs to score a few more if he wants to make sure he gets the jersey home. Also, being only 4 seconds ahead of Axel Zingel in the GC, Luca Wackerman needs to make sure that he finishes ahead of the Frenchman in this final stage. And there we go, Goujard at the front of the peloton because he's leading the mountain classification, and I'm straight away going on the attack with him. And so we are in the breakaway with 7 other riders, but we are being relentlessly chased by the peloton, led by Cofidis. I wonder if they are trying to get the first intermediate sprint. Actually, I thought this gave points. It only gives seconds. But yeah, maybe they are trying to go for that so that Axel Zingel can take the bonus seconds. The pace has been so intense that only Alexis Goujard and Abner Gonzalez remain from the breakaway. So let's try to get the KOM points. Gonzalez cannot take them, so we can easily cruise to the line of the KOMs. And this will increase our lead up to 16 with only 12 points left. Oh right, I also failed to notice that Abner Gonzalez actually, and we are being dropped. We are being dropped in the group. It doesn't matter, I don't need to be with Goujard there, but Abner Gonzalez was only 19 seconds down in the GC, so maybe actually that was why Cofidis was pacing hard. At this point, the peloton is just behaving sadistically, because they are not catching Abner Gonzalez and they are sort of forcing him to waste even more of his energy. But yeah, he doesn't quit either. And with 12 kilometers to go, a few riders are attacking. Brenner and Tuze are attacking, and they are only 19 seconds down on Luca Wackerman. I need to chase them. I can't let Tuze escape. So we need to pick up the pace because we are 30 seconds behind. Let's go at 99 with Alexis Brunel with 5 kilometers left. Energy gel on Luca Wackerman. This is downhill and then uphill. I may have made a critical mistake here. Come on, let's go with Alexis Brunel. And let's start sprinting with Chevalier. I think we are going to lose the GC. Are we going to lose the GC right at the end? Let's go with Ravanelli now. Did I start sprinting too early? I may have done that. We are catching Tuze. Is anyone going to be able to win the stage? Ravanelli is going to win it. Totally my plan. That was absolutely what I wanted. Ravanelli takes the stage. Luca Wackerman is second. They revert what they did. They invert what they did in stage 2, in which Wackerman was first and Ravanelli second. I really made it hard for myself in the final few kilometers, but in the end we take the stage win with Simone Ravanelli and Luca Wackerman finishing in second, which means that Wackerman is first in the GC with Ravanelli finishing second, while Maxime Chevalier unfortunately dropped down from 8th to 9th. So he doesn't take the real win. We take the mountain classification with Alexis Goujar. He worked really hard to get this one, while in the end we managed to also beat Diane Smith and take the points jersey by 4 points for Luca Wackerman. And so after the great success of the Tour du Limousin, we are going for the Tour Poitou-Charentes. We are again supposed to win a stage in this one, and this one is basically made for the sprinters, but it will be decided in the final day in a 23-kilometer long individual time trial. For this one, we are going to take Alexis Brunel, Maxime Chevalier, Alexis Goujar, Jérémy Lecroc, Brodie McDonald, Riley Sheehan, and Oliviero Troia. Lecroc is not among the top 10 favorites for stage 1, but if the sprint train works, he should be able to contend for the win. Listen, I'm not a very religious person, but dear Lord, what is this? A -4 on Jérémy Lecroc? He is surely not going to be my sprinter today. He is going to be leading out Brodie McDonald, who is on a +4. And so we are now about to enter the final 15 kilometers of today's stage. There was basically no story other than the 3 riders in the breakaway that is about to be caught having gained the lead of about 8 minutes at some point, but then the peloton started working and they were caught. We have 13 kilometers left with Brodie McDonald at the back of our train. Let's hope for a win by the American. And now in the final 5 kilometers, we are already going all out with Alexis Goujar, and Troia will have to start working very, very soon. Let's go with him with 3 kilometers left, and he's going to start sprinting in a very short while. Let's start sprinting with him at this point, and let's go with Jérémy Lecroc. Let's hold on with Brodie McDonald in the final kilometer. This was way too early. Stefano Oldani is going to overtake him, and actually a bunch of other riders are going to overtake him. Jake Stewart takes the win for Groupama FDG. FDG actually get a 1-2, and Brodie McDonald only finishes 6th. Definitely went too hard and too early with my sprint train. Brodie McDonald was done with quite a few meters still to go. Let's try to correct this in stage 2. I'm guessing that Brodie McDonald is feeling a bit disappointed after what happened in the previous stage. He is today on a -1, but we now have Lecroc on a 0 day, so he's definitely going to be the sprinter for today. Once again, I'm not going to take any riders in the breakaway. In this one, it's all about that final sprint. So as we just entered the final 25 kilometers, the only story in today's stage is again that the breakaway got about 8 minutes over the peloton, so I guess that they always get a lot of freedom in this race, but they are going to be caught at some point. They are only a minute ahead, and we are now already with our sprint train, this time for Jérémy Lecroc, and we are now about to enter the final 5 kilometers with Alexis Goujar still at the front, and now going for Alexis Brunel. Is this too hard again from too soon? But I'm losing the position a little bit. I was not expecting this. We have a few corners, which again, I was not expecting either. Let's start sprinting with Alexis Brunel. But we are completely behind. What the heck happened? We got totally blocked again. What happened to my sprint train? Brunel is not winning this. The win is going to be for Pierre Barbier. What the heck happened? Like, Troia and Lecroc were on the wheel of Brunel, but suddenly they were in no place. Watching the replay of these sprints is such a painful experience. I think I was doing everything okay, but then Troia gets blocked and Lecroc gets blocked, and They're in the middle of everyone, and there's really nothing I can do at this point because there's no place they can go. Barbier takes the win, but honestly he should be disqualified because I'm certain it was him who blocked Jérémy Lecroc. Brunel 19th, Troya 20th, and Lecroc was only 32nd. I'm very certain that the breakaway is not going to get 8 minutes on the peloton in this one. It's under 100 kilometers long, and I'll definitely make sure I try to control the breakaway. Now, honestly, if I fail to win on this stage, I should just straight away quit from sprinting ever again in Pro Cycling Manager because I have all the conditions for the perfect sprint train. Troya on a +5, McDonald on a +5, Lecroc on a +4 with Brunel on a +4 as well. I cannot ask for better than this. I'm starting to think that controlling the breakaway is going to be complicated. Riley Sheehan is the only rider working since the start of the stage. There are still 65 kilometers left, but with the other teams not really cooperating, I'm not sure we are going to be able to catch the 3 riders up the road. And we are now 12 kilometers from the finish line. The breakaway has been caught, but I am in a terrible position being blocked here by the Groupama FDJ riders. They opened up a little bit of space now, so I can move more towards the front. Let's push a little bit harder for a second here with Goujard. Try to clear our way, and we are already being boxed in by everyone. Brunel is going at 99, trying to clear the way for Troya. Final 3 kilometers now, and Troya will have to start working. Let's go all out with him. In the final 2 kilometers, let's start sprinting. I don't think I have the best position here. Let's go with McDonald at this moment, and Jérémy Lecroc right at the end is out of energy, and this was too early once again. How do I do this? How do I win sprints? This is so incredibly frustrating. I only get 12th with Jérémy Lecroc. I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, when I don't push hard, I lose my position and I can't sprint properly. When I push hard, I go hard too early and then I run out of energy and I can't win anyway. How do you freaking win a sprint in PCM 23? Let's win a time trial, shall we? I don't really have another option because this is the final chance to win a stage in this race. Now starting his efforts is Maxime Chevalier. Is on a +3 today, so hopefully he's going to get a good result. He is up to 76 time trial. We currently have the second best time with Alexis Goujard, and so Chevalier is now entering the final kilometer. Let's go up to 95 and maybe push a little bit. I went too hard, too soon. Is second, 13 seconds down on Michael Valgren. And as soon as Maxime Chevalier finishes his time trial, Alexis Brunel is starting his on a +5 day. His time trial is 79 for this one. If I stand any chance of winning this time trial, it's going to be with Alexis Brunel. Let's go up to 90, entering the final kilometer. Let's push it all out, and we get the fastest time by 37 seconds. Still plenty of riders to finish, but this is a great time by Brunel. Pierre Latour already finished his time trial, and he was one of the riders that could beat Alexis Brunel, but he was 1 minute down. Another one that can beat us is Filippo Baroncini. He's crossing the line at this moment and he's only 4th. Another potential contender is another Italian, Stefano Oldani, crossing the line and he's 1 minute and 10 down. Things are looking great for Alexis Brunel. And only 3 riders remaining: Pierre Barbier, Jake Stewart, and finally Hugo Page. None of them is going to be able to beat the time by Alexis Brunel. He is going to win the time trial, taking the stage for us and the GC. What an amazing way to finish the race. Alexis Brunel, 38 seconds faster than Michael Valgren. He was on a +5, yes, but I mean, I cannot always say that I just win because it was a +5. I did things well, and of course he also seals the GC. He takes the leader's jersey home. Maxime Chevalier finishes 3rd, so that's also a great result for him. We take the stage, we take the GC, we take the Young Riders classification and the team's classification. Things were really complicated, but in the end we managed to fix everything in the final stage, and we complete another sponsor objective and keep our 100% record. Before we go, I wanted to show you this at the start of the episode, but completely forgot. I played the World Championships. I didn't show them, I didn't record them because there were no riders from my team, but I played as friends, and as you can see, we won the race with Christophe Laporte. In the final kilometers of the race, I controlled the tempo and basically did not allow anyone to attack. Several riders tried to do that, but I didn't let them go away. Led out by, I think, Anthony Turgi and then Julien Alaphilippe, I managed to sprint and beat Wout van Aert on the line. I couldn't really do the same in the time trial. People gonna won it by a clear margin of 52 seconds over Geraint Thomas, but I was quite happy for getting a third place finish with Bruno Armirail, 1 minute and 10 down on Ghana. I was pretty satisfied overall with the World Championships. And so that is going to be it for today. In the next one, we are going to play our end of season classics, a total of 8 races, starting with the Maryland Cycling Classic. And then we are going to finish with the most important objective for the team in the entire season, Paris Tour Elite. We are supposed to get a top 10 in that one. So I hope you have enjoyed this one, and if you have, don't forget to hit the like button and leave me a comment down below. If you are new to the channel, you are more than welcome to subscribe to it so that you don't miss the final episode of Season 1 and future seasons as well. You can check the links for my socials and my Discord on the description of the video. And as usual, stay safe, stay positive. Until next time, goodbye.